Hi, I'm Sydney, and today I'm going to be talking about Cube, a Canadian film that came out in 1997. So I just randomly decided to watch this on Netflix last night. It's been in my list forever of movies to watch, and I just had to talk about it. I was pretty hooked by this movie. So the acting is not great.
It's stuck.
Just the delivery of the lines and even the dialogue itself, isn't written very well.
Pierogies. I was eating dinner. Pierogies.
I wasn't super invested in the characters, I kind of was. I did love that the whole movie takes place within this giant cube, within these rooms. You don't have any context to the characters outside of what they're saying, and you don't know anything outside of what is happening in the moment. So I really do like that, and I just want to see how it's all gonna come together, basically.
What's gonna happen?
I'm just tripping because I can't believe I haven't seen this movie before.
Have you seen this?
I read online that this movie is actually inspired by a Twilight Zone episode called 5 Characters in Search of an Exit. This film was co-written and directed by Vincenzo Natali, and actually in real life I thought this was really interesting. The whole film was made inside of one cube that was 14 feet cubed. And in the cube there was actually only one door that actually worked in it, which is really interesting. I think they were very successful in getting away with making it seem like there were these endless rooms. Yeah, I thought that was very well done.
Well done.
Another interesting plot point is that each of the characters were named after different prisons that actually exist. So for example, we have Kazan, who,
This room is green.
I think he's mentally handicapped.
his character is so heartbreaking to me because the freaking a-hole detective dude is constantly just wanting to freaking blow him off because he's a risk, which part of me understood, but at the same time, he's a human. He's just as worthy as his opportunity at life compared to everyone else. So yeah, okay, so maybe I was a little invested in the characters, I don't know. But Kazan is actually the name of a prison for the mentally ill. I get it. So each of the characters have specific names referencing specific prisons that also reference their personality traits. I do like watching the characters break down over time. I think something that this film was super successful at was creating a tension and a sense of urgency and almost claustrophobia with the characters being so tension, yes.
About a 9 on the tension scale, Rube.
The character Quentin, who's the police officer who turns out to be a total douche, his character development was the most interesting to me because at first I was really rooting for him. I thought he was gonna be like a Gene Hackman via Poseidon Adventure, I'm gonna get us out of here.
That's just one more door and we're home!
And then he turns out to be the antagonist and he's actually a psychopath. I did appreciate that, but the acting was
Red Kazan.
I didn't really care. It was interesting. I didn't really expect it, but at the end of watching it, I just wasn't super invested in them and as characters. The only character that I really felt like it related to was Worth, probably because I related to him the most in a way. His just sense of defeat in the beginning, and then he ends up kind of rising to be a sacrificial hero in the end, I thought was cool. But honestly, I think he was probably the best actor in the film as well. It looks like he's gone on, I kind of looked up online, he's gone on to do a lot of other successful jobs. Overall though, I think this movie deals with a fairly reused plot, seeing how their natural instinct to survive really comes out and brings out either the best or the worst parts of them. Again, that's not very interesting to me, but what was interesting is the idea of this cube. You're like, where the hell did it come from? Which you kind of find out, but not really. What is it fully? What is the purpose of it? Why is it there? Who created it? No one? Why were they chosen to go in there? It seems like that was very intentional. They each had kind of talents that would help work them together to escape.
But then it's like he died at the beginning in the introduction, he died right away. It's like, well then, what could he have done to help the group? But apparently not much because he died pretty quick.
I think just the idea of the cube, ooh, is just very appealing. Like, since last night, I can't really stop thinking about it. I'm like, ooh, this is really interesting. And then I loved the ending. I loved the ending. The only one who ends up escaping is Kazan, the character with mental disabilities that no one even really ever had faith in throughout the entire film, except for I think Holloway, who ends up dying. So then, yeah, that's crazy. He's the only one who ends up escaping, but they do not show what he's escaping into. I just love that they left it really wide open. When I'm watching a movie, I don't like to be spoon-fed information. I like that you don't see the outside world. You don't have all these flashbacks of context. For example, like Quentin, you could have seen flashbacks with his family or something, but it's like, nah, they're like, here we are, what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
As much as the ending kind of left me wanting more, there are 2 sequels, I guess. One's like a sequel and one's a prequel. I think I haven't seen them, but apparently they suck, which is super unfortunate because the ending definitely left me wanting more. Something that I feel a little weird about is that Lionsgate, which normally they make good movies, like, okay, is remaking this film. I don't mind that the acting is not good. I think the idea is very original, and because it was a pretty low budget film, they made the ideas very simple and it worked. What I can see happening with a remake is them using the same concept, but it being way over commercialized, a lot more character like development and context, so that they are basically telling you how to feel about the characters. And I can see them making more of a romantic connection between a stranger, like a strange man and a strange woman, so there's like sexual tension and you like are wondering. Yeah, I can just see them basically putting a bunch of bull in there that's gonna distract from what is actually happening. It's just crap. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see it. If they make a remake, I'll see it, but I think the original holds up. Even though it was my first time seeing it, knowing it was from 1997, I think it still holds up today. Anyways, that's just my quick thoughts on Cube that I watched last night. It's on Netflix. It's really good. I highly recommend watching it.
I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
It was a movie that was on my list thing forever, and I was like, eh. And then I finally watched it and was like, damn, that was intriguing. So yeah, go watch it. Thanks for watching. If there's anything else on Netflix that I'm missing out on and you think I should be watching, let me know. Bye.